Dear all, today my class is control statements, C++, control statements. Before going to this class, kindly subscribe King Classroom for Maths and Computer online classes. Now I am introducing very soon spoken English classes, social, science and polytechnic, everything, all subjects I uploaded soon. Okay. Now coming to the class. C++, C++, control statements, control statements, statements. These are three types. First one, conditional, conditional statements. Second one, unconditional statements, unconditional statements. Third one is looping statements, very important. These three are very important. Without these three, conditional, unconditional and looping statements, there is no programming language. Okay, there is no programming language. Every programming language has these three statements. Because you have to learn very carefully about this. Okay, now coming to the conditional statements. So before going to this class, kindly subscribe King Classroom for Maths and Computer classes and watch the videos, learn the subject and like the video, share to your friends. Now coming to the class conditional statements. So first one, conditional statements. These are four types. One, if statement. If statement, it required condition and it will move to particular block of statements if it is true. Second one, if else statement. Again, another video I will explain about every part of the conditional and unconditional and looping statements. Okay. Third one is the if else if statements. Fourth one is the nested if else. Nested if else statement or if else if ladder or if else if ladder. This is also if else if ladder, we can call it as. Third one is also if else if ladder. Nested if else means if contains if else if ladder. Okay, this is conditional statement. And we can write now unconditional statements. Now second one, unconditional statements. What is unconditional? They don't require any condition, test condition. Okay, first one, switch statement. Important, I will write here. Switch statement. Switch statement. It look like a switchboard. If you select the switch, the fan will on like that. This switch statement will work. Okay. Second one is go to statement. Go to statement is like that. Go to, it moves to particular block of statements. Okay. Third one is the break statement. it is a break. The loop will be break. Okay. Break statement is used to break the loop. Fourth one is continue. Continue. Continue statement. If you want to continue the loop, then it will use to continue the statement. Continue statement. Okay. Then these are the unconditional. Okay. Then looping statements. Third one, very important. Without these statements, we can't do any program like projects or everything. Looping statements. First one, very important, while loop. While loop. Second one, do while loop. These looping statements is common for C++, Java, and PHP. Every programming language for loop. Syntax is different for loop. These are the looping statements in C++. First one, I will explain. First I will explain about loop, while loop. While loop. While loop. If the condition is true, it will goes the while loop block statements executes until the condition is false. That means it executes again and again until the condition is false. Whereas do while without checking the condition first, it executes the do while loop statements. After that, it check the condition. If the condition is true, it executes the do while loop block statements until the condition is false. There is a difference between while loop and do while loop. Is two differences. While loop, if the test condition is true, only it executes the while loop block of statements. Do while loop, it did not check the test condition first time, it executes the while loop block statements, then only it will check the test condition. Then if it is true, it executes until the test condition is false. Okay, another difference is while loop, they don't have any semicolon. Do while loop has the semicolon. Okay. For loop is the short form of while loop. When we use the for loop, we can write a single statement like initialization, test condition, and increment and decrement values. Okay, this is the for loop. Now I am again saying about this class again. C++ conditional control statements. These are three types. One is conditional statement, unconditional statements, and looping statements. Conditional statement, it required the condition. Unconditional statement, it did not require any condition. Looping statement, it will loop in the name itself as a definition, loop. Okay. Now conditional statements are if condition, if statement, if else statement, if else if statement, nested if else statement. If statement, if the condition is true, it executes if block statements. If else, if the condition is true, it executes if block statement single time. If the condition is false, it executes else block statement single time. The conditional statements are executes the statements only one time, whereas looping statements, the condition it executes if the test condition is true, it executes the looping the block of statements until the test condition is false. If it is 1000 times also, it executes. If it is 10,000, it also executes. Infinite also we can execute. If else if statements, we generally use if else if statements. If the condition is true, it goes to if block. Else contains again if, again else, again if, like that. Nested if else, if else contains if else if block statements, that is nested if else. Okay. Then the unconditional statement. Unconditional statements means they don't require any test condition. First one, switch statement. Second, switch statement, it takes the switch case like that. It executes the block of statements. Go to is used to directly it moves to the statement wherever the go to condition is there. Go to label is there. The block of statements will be executed. Break statement is used to break the loop. Continue is used to continue the loop or the condition. Okay. Third one is the looping statements. Looping statements have mainly important is while loop, do while loop, for loop. While loop is if the test condition is true, it executes the while loop block statements until the test condition is false. Do while loop. Do while loop, it executes first one time do while loop without checking the test condition. Then it takes the test condition and it executes the do while loop block statements until the test condition is false. For loop is a short form of while loop. Initialization and test condition and increment and decrement we can write in a single line of statement. It is used to reduce the code. So these statements are explained in detailed uh, conditional statements. I am taking one video. I am creating one video. Unconditional statement I am creating one video. Looping statements also I am creating one video. Thank you to watch complete video. Learn the Watch the videos, learn the subject, like the video, share the video. Thank you. Thank you, students. Thank you. I am signing off.